Hey, and welcome for today's video. We're going to explore the feeling of gratitude. And I'll show you two practices to invite gratitude into your life, or if it's already a lot in your life, to give it a pulse and a rhythm and really establish it. So why is gratitude so marvelous? Gratitude, when you really feel it and express it, it gives attention to, the grateful feeling for people in your life, for things that you experience, for feelings that you have, for stuff that you are using, and for relationships that you have. And the more grateful and positive attention you give, they actually can manifest. And in turn then can invite the natural flow of things, the abundance that is around you, to become more present and also to grow into your life. And to do that in a rhythm, in a practice, in a pulse. So let's go into two practices. One is quite calm and can be quite internal. It actually helps if you speak out what you're grateful for, because when you speak it out, it gets out of yourself and into the world. Of course, it starts by feeling it or thinking it, but then when you express it verbally, it is literally spoken out and has come into the space. So coming back to that first practice, you can do it best is to do it, or often to do it is to do it at the end of the day. Maybe when you're laying in bed, you are sitting with a cup of tea or whatever you like to drink, and recall all the moments that have passed in the day that you are happy and grateful for. And it can start with small things, it can also be big things. Small things, actually they're not so small. You can be grateful for your bed, you can be grateful for the house that you're in, you can be grateful that you can lay down, you can be grateful that you have a roof over your head, you can be grateful for the water that you drink, grateful for the people around you, your friends, your family, and these are of course the bigger things in life. And spend a ritual that you are grateful for, and that is important. Feel how it feels in your body. Where you feel it, how you feel it. That's one practice. And the other one is a bit more active, and it has a pulse and a rhythm. And it's also involving tapping and in the beginning stomping, because then you can actually establish a pattern. And you also, because you move and you send it out, it amplifies what you are wishing for, or not what you're wishing for, but what you're grateful for. Do you know the song "We Will Rock You" from Queen? And I've taken that rhythm and took it into the gratitude practice. We're going to first do that in a stomping rhythm, and for that I'm going to stop the film and go into a different place and space. And I ask you also to find a place and space where you can have space around you and where you can stomp down. So here we are in the biggest space, and I hope you can see my feet. What we're going to do is that you're going to go drop, drop, down, down. Drop, drop, down, drop, drop, down, drop, drop, clap, drop, drop, clap. Join me. And we're going to go back. And stop. So this is, you drop the feet into the ground, and then on the third beat you clap. It's like a waltz. next step is we're going to put that same rhythm. I'm going to come a bit closer and we're going to tap onto our heart space and then take it out. You can do that with the sounds or without the sounds, but it is tapping on your own body and then going out. Let's do it a bit slower. Tap, tap, open. Tap, tap, open. Tap, tap, open. Tap, tap, open. That is the base. The next step is we're going to combine it with words. And the first words are thank you. And you tap on your heart space. Thank you. And then you open into the space, and now comes the space where you actually fill in what you are grateful for. And the good thing about this practice is that because you have a rhythm and a beat, you can look at anything around you or anything that pops into your heart, into your mind, into your feeling, and you say it. So it prevents overthinking, it brings you into a pulse, and it brings you actually into connection with your surroundings, from a connection of your bodily rhythm. Let's practice that and let's try it. And oh yeah, don't worry if you like, oh, we have to think something up. If you can't think about anything, what you will say is ha, thank you, ha, because ha is the heart sound, and that is always true. And you can be sure that in the next beat, in the next moment, something else will come, and you don't have time to just worry or regret what has been before, because you're in the moment. Let's do it. So we start close here, and I'm going to give you a rhythm and a beat, and I'm going to start right now. Thank you, hands. Thank you, lips. Thank you, color. Thank you, light. Thank you, fingers. Thank you, feet. Thank you, air. Thank you, legs. Thank you, feet. Thank you, nose. Thank you, food. Thank you, sky. Thank you, eyes. Thank you, hands. Thank you, body. Thank you, lights. Thank you, friends. Thank you, family. Thank you, sound. Thank you, music. Thank you, heart. Thank you, rhythm. Thank you, water. Thank you, hands. Thank you, ha. Thank you, video. Thank you, you. Thank you, people. Thank you, friends. Thank you, family. Thank you, technique. Thank you, phone. Thank you, internet. Thank you, heart. Thank you, all. So that's an example, and I gave a rhythm now here. You can do it slower and explore it for yourself. It is important that you stay in a rhythm that keeps going. And enjoy it. I'd love to hear how it's going, how you experienced it, what was joyful and what was maybe not so joyful, and let me know.